Are you ready? The SEC, they are getting ready for an approval. The FOMC meeting that is only 2 days away. Breaking news in regards to Edward Snowden railing against Senator Elizabeth Warren. Baby, we're so back. This is the mainstream news messaging that is going out. Bukele gives the world a big GFY and 2.4 billion is about to enter Bitcoin. This is up on the SEC or investor.gov. Investor alert, exercise caution with crypto asset securities. Investments in crypto asset securities can be exceptionally risky and are often volatile. Learn more in our investor alert. I'll bring it up at the end. Some crazy propaganda going on there. We won't say those words so early in the stream, but the fear that they're putting into people is starting to get crazy. I reposted this here, Bitcoin Magazine, Justin Van Eck, spot Bitcoin ETF will have the ticker symbol HODL. That's absolutely insane. My first thought, my second thought, you're going to need to zoom in, and my third thought was, what a ticker symbol. Side note, actually HODL your Bitcoin in self-custody. This is not Bitcoin, not your keys, not yours, period. Make sure you are making the most, but HODL, what a ticker symbol, hey? That's absolutely fantastic. The mainstream messaging going out in regards to that. And what Van Eck is saying is 2.4 billion will flow into Bitcoin ETFs in Q1 2024. This is Van Eck. We're going to dive into a video about Javier Milei, first day as president, as well as the world starting to change. I believe so. It's starting to get very exciting. Van Eck, a leading asset management firm, has predicted the US SEC will approve applications for spot Bitcoin ETFs by Q1 2024 between the 5th and the 10th of January. Weather dependent. No, we'll see what happens. It's looking very likely, like 90+% certain. Van Eck believes the approval will result in an inflow of about 2.4 billion into these investment products. In a series of expos published December 7, the asset manager made predictions regarding the future of Bitcoin, the United States economy, and the impacts of the Bitcoin halving, among other things. I'll just come through. Here's the news with the fast facts. Asset management firm claims Bitcoin will reach all-time high in Q4 2024. I know a lot more people are way more bullish than that. Obviously, they're a very big asset manager, so they can't be too bullish. Little level-headed, maybe a little bit too bearish. We'll see. I can give you my thoughts as we get closer. The price, ladies and gentlemen, will be up, down, and sideways, regardless of what it is. Stick to your game plan, stack sats, and chill. What are you going to do? Turn it back into dirty fiat? Maybe you've not read the books yet. And I've been listening to Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. I want to read a quote later on during this live stream here. G'day to everyone in the chat. I will jump in there shortly. Van Eck said the upcoming Bitcoin halving in April or May will see minimal market disruption. However, it predicted there would be a post-halving rise in the price of the digital assets. 6, 12, 18 months after the halving, it usually goes up and to the right. History doesn't always repeat. Often it rhymes, ladies and gentlemen. Looking ahead to 24, Van Eck, Bitcoin will make all-time high Q4, potentially spurred by political events and regulatory shifts following the US presidential election. Notably, multiple pro-Bitcoin candidates, including Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and entrepreneur Vivek, are part of the presidential race. So jump into the numbers here. The spot price is 43,832 stats per dollar. Didn't it feel good when they were 2,700? Now they're at 2,281. Local time 5:44 a.m. December 11. Halving, here's looking April 23, 2024. Other places are saying April 21, 2024. People are looking for 4/20, 2024. We'll see what happens. It'll be what it'll be. Average block time, 11 minutes and 1 second. Next difficulty adjustment, obviously a lot of miners have come online, so nearly 10% at 8.23% it will be going down at this stage. Mainstream news, baby, we are so back. We are so back. Absolutely great to see. I'll play this. I actually want to try something different. Just give me 2 secs for you and I will bring it over here. Let's just see if I've got desktop audio here. I'll bring it full screen. Give me one moment. First time trying this for you. Let's see how this goes.
Look, 2022 was a bad year for us. Not a great look. Starting in June, going through the end of the year with FTX, a lot of bankruptcies, failures, outright fraud. We just had the final shoe drop with Binance and the Binance ruling that came out. Also this week, we saw an announcement that CZ, the founder of Binance, settled with the SEC, so we'll expect to hear that news soon. And now we just put in a new high for the year. So I think as we look ahead, I'm calling this the most hated rally. We're going into the end of the year. Everyone's tired of hearing about crypto, but baby, we are so back.
Well, I love it, baby. We are so back.
You talk about 22, and it was a tough year for you. You look like you've got a big smile on your face, and you've survived it. But
it's been in Bitcoin.
I would make an argument the market traded like a champ. I mean, if you think about everything that was endured, I would have argued that we could have seen, yeah, it was a winter for digital assets and Bitcoin, but arguably it could have been desolation, And so I guess my question is this rally about clearing through Binance and some of the mishaps, the transgressions, or is it really more about Fed policy? Look, I mean, it gets back to the existential reason for owning a lot of these
really
digital assets.
quickly, we are going to dive into the FOMC meeting 2 days away as well. Are we going to get that Christmas surge? How amazing is it? This lady, she's a little bit bearish, and then the host jumps in there and he's bullish AF. So if you are watching live, let us know how this sounds, and if you can drop us a like, get this message out there. We'll play the rest because now she starts to turn bullish as the host there turns bullish.
We're about to see the Fed step back from being aggressive. We're going to see the U.S. deficit spiral to new levels. We're going to see all those dynamics that have had people question why at some point there isn't a reason to own gold or digital gold or other things. You tell me, but my theory is this is more about stuff that's happening in macro that was always the underpinning for owning the asset class.
I think there's a few different things going on. I certainly think macro is a big factor. Risk on is a big factor right now at this current point in the market. I do think another component with Bitcoin in particular is price drives more price action. It's a very reflexive market. We've seen Q3, if we look at Square's earnings report, or Block as they're called now, I believe, they had a 2.5 billion in Bitcoin volume. That's 30 million a day of Bitcoin buying just on
It's a little bit of money, isn't it?
So there's a lot of retail
One
flows.
company.
At CoinShares, we track crypto ETP flows. We saw 10 consecutive weeks of inflows. For the year, we're up 1.76 billion. That's a 4% increase in global crypto exchange traded product AUM. And we're going into the halving. The daily supply of Bitcoin being mined is going to go down by half. There's new demand coming from the ETF. Fingers crossed. We're pricing 90% certainty on ETF approval. So there's a lot of different factors that I think buyers are pricing in here. But the big traders, the macro desks, they haven't started buying yet. So again, I say, baby, we're so
here
back.
now.
And the big thing I always...
We're so back. Sorry to cut you off there. You get the point. She is absolutely bullish, super excited there. And Lucky Red Fish sounds good. Hopefully that looks good as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll jump back into the news over here. We've gone through the numbers. Absolutely bullish to see. Now, if you own your own home, it is what it is. But I thought this was a good mind frame, a little bit of reference, and then we'll jump into the news really quickly. Homes are more scarce than dollars, so they will always increase. And this helps with the thinking in regards to Bitcoin. So they will always increase in price in terms of dollars. Homes are less scarce than Bitcoin, so they will always decrease in price in terms of Bitcoin. Once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Your view of the world will change completely. That's why we read the books. Obviously, we don't want to eat the bugs. Couple of people there are getting Bitcoin Evangelism. Great read. There is a link in the description there. Absolutely fantastic book. And I'll go through a little bit later in regards to it. Help us out a lot. And it'd help you out a lot. Help out friends and family. Now, are we going to go 45K by the end of the week? Maybe, maybe not. Does it really matter? The higher the prices, the less sats you get. So it absolutely sucks. Stack while you can and then chill. But the Bitcoin on reserves exchange hit 6-year low, matching 2017 levels. We are in the 45th month of diminishing supply. And we get this demand shock that's coming in with the Bitcoin ETF. It's going to be insane. Absolutely insane. And who's selling? Who is selling to BlackRock? It definitely is not me. That's for sure. Is it going to be you? And at what price? Is it $1 million to never? Is it 100,000? Is it 250,000? or are you just going to hold it for the long term and use it as collateral? Now, the SEC are deleting videos, or like, this is crazy. See, this page does not exist. Try searching for something else. I really wanted to bring it up. I'm like, wow, fantastic. Same sentiment here as Caitlin Long. Finally, the media is looking to who's really behind Operation Choke Point 2.0. The Biden's admins, all of government crackdown on all things crypto, especially the law-abiding parts of it. Wow, it's about time. What was initially an open secret in DC isn't a secret anymore. Better late than never. Post is unavailable. Gone. It has obviously been deleted, but Caitlin found it again about Warren scripting her questions to Gensler ahead of the Senate banking hearing. Just noticed the video aired on Jan 27th, 2023. That's a significant date. So I'll repost that there for you. It is more than likely going to be deleted again. At Sean Clark 911 to check that out there. Absolutely insane. We covered that quite a while ago. She was sending emails to Gary Gensler saying, hey, here are the questions and here are the answers that are proposed. And then she's like, hey, are you okay with me asking these questions? I don't want to put you on the spot. All scripted. And then with that video there that I reposted, done exactly the same thing, word for word out of that email. Absolutely insane, absolutely sinister. And this is why you stack, and this is why you chill. And if you're not bullish enough on Bitcoin, bloody El Salvador has been mining Bitcoin for 2 years now. Ponder that. Fun fact, El Salvador mines Bitcoin with 100% renewable energy from volcanoes. Is this why we keep getting this war? Is this why it hasn't slowed down now? Because the first world countries need to catch up. Have you caught up? You've obviously, if you're here now, you've beat the institutions. You've beat the first world countries. Are you stacking as hard as third world countries are? That's the question. And percentage points, obviously. They've obviously got a lot more gunpowder than most of us. Maybe not everyone watching the chat. MDB, Bitcoin evolves our mind as much as our money. So Bitcoin has influenced me and thousands more to become one. Patient, healthy, grateful, analytical, minimalist, thoughtful, detail-oriented, globally minded, anti-consumerist, long-term thinkers, careful with time management, extremely bullish for the coming months. I thought that was just a great way of how Bitcoin sums things up. We'll get back to the news. I just want to read a quote that I brought, that I found in Atlas Shrugged. It was way back earlier in the book. But money is Money is the barometer of society's virtue. When you see that trading is done not by consent, but by compulsion, when you see that in order to produce, you need to obtain permission from men who produce nothing. When you see that money is flowing to those who deal not in goods, but in favors. When you see that men get richer by graft and by pull than by work, and your laws don't protect you against them, but protects them against you. When you see corruption being rewarded and honesty becoming a self-sacrifice, you may know that your society is doomed. What's that sound like? Money is so noble a medium that does not compete with guns, and it does not make terms with brutality. It will not permit a country to survive as half property, half loot. Atlas Shrugged, it's not a Bitcoin book, but it's a Bitcoin book. I'd urge everyone to read or listen to that as well. Great in audible form. You need to read the books, listen to the books, read the bugs. I strongly urge everyone to do that. Definitely Bitcoin Evangelism is a fantastic holiday read. It's a big book, but big books are good. I like big books. And sometimes the thicker the better, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that quote out of Atlas Shrugged, my God, mind-blowing. Now, I bring that up before I bring this up. Let us know where you prefer the video. Here on the big telly in the background, I will jump into all the legends there in the chat, but they're saying the quiet part out loud again and again and again, and this is why you need a stack, hold and cold storage. Obviously, just really quickly, put it on steel. It's $11 Australian, not even $11 US, $11 Australian for your seed word. Make sure you back up your generational wealth, because this is their thoughts, their agenda here.
You have this anti-system movement. What we are seeing is a revolution against the system. So fixing the present system is not enough. Now there is, of course, an anti-system which is called libertarianism, which means to tear down everything which creates some kind of influence of government into private lives. It's dismantling the system. You have this.
Yeah. Let's dismantle the system. They don't want us to dismantle. He's railing against those who are anti-system, claiming that libertarians are a threat to everything we've worked for. Nobody voted you in, Klaus Schwab. Nobody likes your agenda. Another book that's not Bitcoin related, but absolutely 100%, if you have not read it, WTF, The Great Reset by the sinister, evil man. I don't know if there is a more evil person on the planet blatantly out loud. Their agenda, their 2030, own nothing and be happy. He's put it in the whole book for you, ladies and gentlemen. They're telling you the quiet part out loud very, very clearly. They're trying to prepare and corrupt your minds, and that's why you need to be able to stack. And that's why I brought up this post here, because Bitcoin evolves our minds as much as our money. Patient, healthy, grateful, analytical, minimalist, thoughtful, detail-orientated, globally minded, anti-consumerist, long-term thinker, careful with time management. And then you get these clowns, Klaus Schwab, and their agenda. They want people so caught up, so distracted, living in fear. And yes, maybe that does not sound hopeful, but if you stack and chill, it's all gravy, baby. Now, Bitcoin price, market cap for the whole crypto, like who really gives a flying fluff, but the 43,848, $1.71 trillion. We are nearing that 2 trillion there. Market cap of Bitcoin alone, 857,944. Isn't that amazing? Bitcoin is just better than all that stuff out there, all that fluff coins out there. They're just an absolute psyop, and it's crazy. If you don't get it, please read the books, ladies and gentlemen. 43,803, and it's been a fairly small move, like only $400 odd in the last 24 hours, from 43,634 to 44,085. Last 7 days, though, 39,500 to 44,300. So do we get 45K? Is 45K in play? We may get this Christmas rally. We're going to jump into the... I'll bring it up now. Hey, how's that sound? 2 days, 23 hours, 1 minute and 31 seconds. 97.1% chance that we get another pause leading into Christmas. Be interesting. Bitcoin took a little bit of a dip today with the numbers, but if we do get a pause today, the Fed eases up. Christmas, it may be a good time, and Santa Claus rally, I'm sure, is welcome for most people, but just remember, if we do get a Santa Claus rally, the sats per US dollar, 2,281, will go down dramatically. There, what a lovely block height. 820,600 clean. El Salvador could rake in $1 billion investment per year with new freedom visas. So the country's treasury owns just over 2,700 Bitcoin, yield over 3 million unrealized profits. So El Salvador targeting Bitcoin and crypto millionaires in its latest push to attract long-term residents to the country. Obviously, we see Max and Stacey Herbert all the time putting out tweets in regards to the freedom visa as well, and to a maximum of 1,000 people per year who invest at least 1 million worth of Bitcoin or Tether stable coins. Eligible participants receive a long-term residency permit and have a path to full citizenship on an application costs a non-refundable $999 in Bitcoin or USD, and the process has gone live as of Friday. So this is actually happening, and Bitcoiners, El Salvador, by adopting a Bitcoin strategy, put it on the map there. We're going to jump into Snowden railing against Warren in the next article there, and I'll jump into the comments. Bitcoin dips as US November job growth of 199,000 tops estimate. So anticipating a slowdown in the economy and easier Fed monetary policy, investors have sharply bid down interest rates in the weeks leading up to this morning's numbers. The US economy saw stronger than expected job growth. It's amazing that the better the economy is doing, the markets take a dip. It is so backwards. That is the sinister scheme of the financial markets. Obviously, you can opt out, you can stack, and you can chill. Let us know if you saw that Bitcoin documentary that dropped on Friday for everyone there. I'll bring it up quickly If you haven't, great for friends and family. Most Bitcoiners know everything there, but it's one to share with your loved ones. As when I traveled from Australia to the US and dove into the history of money, and let us know if there's anything I missed out. So economists' forecasts have been jobs at 180,000 instead of 150,000. Unemployment rate has been forecast to remain flat at 3.9. Price of Bitcoin fell about 0.5% in the minutes following Friday's morning release to 43,500. Traditional markets intraday are shooting high with the 10-year US Treasury yield up 8 basis points. So we'll see. We've got 2 days, 2.5 days, really. It's not long away at all. 2 days and 22 hours. We'll see. I reckon we get a pause, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to worry about there. Now, Snowden, what a guy, hey? What an absolute legend in the world. Pro-freedom, gets Bitcoin, understands the sinister plot. So Snowden blasts Elizabeth Warren as pro-banker, claims she rolls over the JP Morgan boss and crypto clash. There's some very antagonistic words there. Snowden, what a guy, hey? And I love listening to him speak, so calm, so collected. Recently, Demon Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, been advocating for revision to the US banking regulations to encompass cryptocurrencies. Her opposition to crypto has intensified, as evidenced on CNBC's Squawk Block. I'd urge everyone to watch that video that I reposted of Caitlin Long's repost. Truly watch it. It's mind-blowing if you haven't seen it already, if you haven't been around for a while, where she labelled crypto a threat and emphasised the US government must not let it persist. Warren was previously, there should be a warrant out for Warren, was previously recognised as a formidable adversary of the banking sector. Recently, it seems she's finding common ground with them. Warren stated, "I'm not usually holding hands with the CEOs of multi-billion-dollar banks, but this is a matter of national security." So now we live in a world, this is Snowden, where a pro-banker, Elizabeth Warren, stays and rolls over for the CEO of JP Morgan so long as he feeds a self-serving attack on his industry's primary competitor. Amidst the escalating debate, Warren's shifting stance highlights the complex dynamics between TradFi and emerging digital currencies. As crypto advocates like Snowden continue to challenge her view, the narrative underscores cryptocurrency's profound impact on the intersection of politics, finance, and technology. Insane, hey? And this is investor.gov here. We'll do our best reading some of this, just the fear-mongering they're putting in. You should know that those who are offering crypto asset investments or services may not be in compliance with the applicable laws, including federal securities laws. These investments can also be speculative, risky, and volatile. Everything else aside from Bitcoin, just don't even waste your time, in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but study Bitcoin, read the books, and you'll understand Bitcoin is not crypto. They're including Bitcoin in this. If you are considering an investment opportunity involving crypto assets, you may be wondering if it's legal, if it's right for you. It gets way worse. This is the light stuff at the start. If it's right for you, or even whether it might be a scam, we urge you to be cautious in considering where crypto asset investments are appropriate for you. So they got that part right. You should exercise caution with crypto asset securities. Yeah, just stay away. Absolutely stay away from everything apart from Bitcoin. Now, the fear or the trauma or the feeling of disgust that they're trying to, probably disgust is what they're aiming for here with their propaganda. When they put this word out, what are your thoughts in regards to it? So many so-called pig butchering scams involve crypto assets. So now they're relating crypto to pig butchering. This is propaganda in its finest, and it's absolutely disgusting and vile to see. So pig butchering scams are where a fraudster gradually builds trust with victims. Yeah, pretty much every founder of any crypto project, similar to how pigs are fattened up before slaughter, convinces victims to invest their money and then steals the victim's money. We see it over and over and over and over again. Don't be chasing yield on your Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. Just hold it, relax, chill. Good morning, Sea Viking. Hi. So fraudsters may initiate contact with potential victims on social media platforms, including professional networking data and messaging website apps, or through unsolicited text messages. If you're getting that and you get in, then you're like, well, not really educated in the slightest. If something's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, ladies and gentlemen. And if you think that about Bitcoin, well, obviously you haven't read the book. It's just pure math, and the universe is backed by math. So the fraudster may pretend to be an old friend or claim to have contacted the victim accidentally. These fraudsters then initiate a friendship or a romantic relationship with the victim to gain their trust and convince them to invest their money before disappearing with the funds. It's a little bit extreme there. But the propaganda, the misdirection, many so-called pig butchering scams involve crypto assets. Investor.gov. Absolutely disgusting to see. So I'm going to jump into the comments there. G'day Green Candle 6721. Hey buddy, thanks for the content. Absolute pleasure. Brian D, g'day. Let's effing go. People are starting to get excited. Obviously those sats are going down. Red days, they're for chilling, ladies and gentlemen, for stacking 43,920. It looks like a red day, but it looks like it's also going to hit 44 again any moment now. G'day, cyclone bearing down your hometown. Potentially, probably a fair bit further up north there. The winds are absolutely wild. Went for a walk this morning, and yes, I went for a walk, and it's only 6:07 a.m. Got ready for the stream, so I've been up and at it for a long time this morning, and it was crazy. It's just standing there. It's like... It was full on. So the winds are really heating up, and I'm sure my wife with the 70-odd trees she planted in the front yard is watching them very closely at the moment to see how that wind goes. Anyway, side note, still stacking those sats in case we get a power cut. Good idea. Bitcoin, you want to get as much as possible. Power cut, come back online, what happens? Obviously not financial advice, but just stack and chill is a pretty good idea in my opinion. Hey buddy, thanks for the content. Starting Bitcoin Evangelism today. Absolutely enjoyed it. It's a fantastic book. I've read it 2.5 times now. It's amazing. Truly, absolutely amazing. Have a lot of fun with it and give us the feedback. And really hope you enjoy. And Brian D. Mint, the author, is creating a second book as well. I can't wait to read that. I'll get him back on maybe this week, next week. Brian D, Minefield and continue to stack sats. Absolutely. Lucky Redfish, much better. Sean sounds good and loving the TV option. Awesome. Audio sounds pretty good. That's great. Was the audio good on both things when I was with the TV or when I brought it up on the screen here when I played the audio? I'm just trying to dial it in for you, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a little bit quiet the last forever. So working on it. It's hard to get it exactly right. Good morning, Sean. Seen your doco the other day. It was great. Passed your doco on to my family members that are starting to ask about Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show my own channel here. It is what it is, but I'll just bring it up really quickly because a lot of time, a lot of effort. I traveled all the way from Australia to the US to be able to get this out to you. It's this video here, Control the Money. Maybe I need to change the thumbnail a little bit. 5 simple steps to understand inflation, and Bitcoin goes all the way through how they've controlled the money over the last 100 years before. Well, so the Fed was created just before World War I. What a coincidence, hey? Goes through World War I, World War II, the money printing, the GFC in the early 2000s, what's happened in recent years as well. Obviously, how Bitcoin fixes it. Bitcoin, as you probably know, most things there already. But please, share it with friends and family and let us know what you think. A lot of a lot of great comments there as well. So I like this, Lucky Redfish. Live like a miser so you can stack like a sailor. Love it. Stephen Reading. What a great last profile name. It's a great read. Absolutely. Both Atlas Shrugged and Bitcoin Evangelism. John Kidwell, how's your pup, brother? Hope your pup's doing really well and getting back to full health there. And this John is a perfect example why. John, I'm not going to go into your story there. I appreciate you so much sharing that with me. But John's a great use case of why Bitcoin is so important, because it is that superior form of savings. And it's there when you need it. Nobody can stop it. Cyberdo, great documentary. Appreciate it. See, said hi already. G'day, mate. James, hi. Sean, good morning from the secret forest. Absolutely love it. What's that? Oh, the book. And it's a children's book, but The Secret Garden, I absolutely love it. Jason, I'd love to know where that secret forest is. We're always looking for forests, like every day almost, where we're looking to where there's some nice land and stuff, so we can get more on the trees instead of the beach, have both. Hi, Sean, can you please report on the YouTube? Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy scam video is currently playing on how MicroStrategy has a Bitcoin and ETH giveaway through a QR code on the screen. I've reported several times. I can. I'll say that there. I put out a tweet as well. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be doing anything like that. AI is starting to get really good. It's going to get even better. I don't know what they're doing in that exact video. I'm very selective of what comes into my YouTube feed, onto my Twitter feed. Can't control it totally, but as much as possible. So I haven't seen it yet. If you see that stuff, stay away. Be careful. Junior is doing well. Thank you, brother. I'm so pleased. Junior is John's pup. So grateful to hear that. Lynn, with a brain fogged by greed, I gave 0.11 Bitcoin to a MicroStrategy scam. Oh no, they made it very easy to do. Lesson learned. Lynn, I'm so sorry to hear. When Lambo, Jeff, if you're looking for a Lambo, maybe, brother, please read the books. Bitcoin Evangelism, Beers for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Stand, the Fiat Standard, Broken Money, Jeff Booth, The Price of Tomorrow, Atlas Shrugged. Start with those, and then we can dive into When Lambo. My opinion, we don't need a Lambo. Like, I don't know. If you want to buy a Lambo, go ahead. What an uncomfortable car, especially to drive in town and stuff. You know, the Lexus RX models are really nice, very, very comfortable. You know, if you want to get flashy, I don't know. Why drive around in that? Anyway, that's just my opinion. But in regards to going to the moon, Jeff, if that's the question, you can see the little spaceman there in the background. Bitcoin is going up and to the right forever, Laura. Bitcoin is going up over a long enough time period. The Secret Forest in Oxley Common, Brisbane, a beautiful morning walk. Wouldn't know you were in the city. Absolutely awesome. Jeff, I know it's an old meme, but I just don't want people to think that they should be selling their Bitcoin for dirty fiat or for a junk Lambo, but I get it. I'm not railing against you. I'm just railing against that meme. I heard a lot in my crypto journey, and also the swag meme. We all gonna make it, and fucking crypto. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Stay away from crypto is my opinion. Especially, like, I went down that rabbit hole, and it corrupts your minds, and that's sort of one of the other reasons why I brought up MDB's tweet here as well, if I can find it again. Once you get into Bitcoin, you start to understand it. Patient, healthy, grateful, analytical, minimalist, thoughtful, detail-oriented, globally minded, anti-consumerist, long-term thinker, careful with time management. That's not the crypto bros, and sometimes it takes a little while there. Jeff, not railing against you, brother, at all. I just want people to realize that Bitcoin is the world's hardest asset. To give it away now, and this is great with ETH. Check out this. It's disappeared. That's how it should be. It's actually grey on the screen here, but you can't see it. Fantastic. It's let's just get rid of that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you haven't seen that documentary, I'd urge everyone to do that. If you've got any feedback, let us know in the comments below. Anything else you'd like to see. Things are starting to get crazy. The SEC putting out that warning, even though it's so evil, so sinister, so dirty, so disgusting, they are getting ready for the SEC approval. Senator Elizabeth Warren, it's been shown what her true colours are. We'll see on the next video. Be blessed, stack sats, stay humble, do something nice for a friend, a family member, a stranger. Be blessed. Peace. And g'day from South Dakota, Pithy. Peace.